I am representing with my Beychella tank, showing off my tan, my boy bye hat. Hello and welcome to another installment of Vinny Views. I am Vinny and today I am taking you back in time to this time of year last year at Beychella 2018. In light of the recent news that Beyonce is releasing a documentary / concert film of her Beychella experience last year at Coachella, I decided to reminisce watching Beyonce blow our minds yet again. Getting to our spot for the performance took quite a long time. It took a few hours for us to actually get there. Beyonce was scheduled to go on Last for the Night on a Saturday. In order to get to your spot, you have to get there earlier. So you have to sit through a lot of other artists and watch their performances in order to get closer and closer to the stage for Bey Once, you know what I mean? We started off at like 7 o'clock at night watching Mur. And then we stayed there, got a little bit closer, watched all of Tyler, the Creator, and then we snuck in a little bit closer and closer and closer, and we stayed for Hive. Now mind you, a lot of the times I don't like being in a nice like tight crowd, you know what I mean? I don't want to do the work. I like to stand in the back and dance in the field and just be all nice and loosey-goosey. But Beyonce was a different story. We wanted to get as close to the front as we could. The regular stage is right there, and then you had this like runway that was L-shaped. So it went all the way out from the main stage out into the audience, and then there was another part of the stage that made it at a perpendicular intersection. We were right there inside of that L shape. We were damn close. We waited an hour after Hive finished in order for them to set up the stage for Beyonce. They were like making this like light grid, and it was blocking the entire stage of what was happening behind it. And all of a sudden the music starts and the lights like start like rotating up, and everyone's watching the lights go up, and then you see her band, her entourage, her dancers just up on these risers and bleachers. Little did we know that also to the left of us is where Beyonce is entering from. She's entering from that runway. She's getting ready over here to make her queen's entrance with her damn cloak and her headpiece and her cane, and she is just slaying. She is walking that runway, and Crazy in Love starts to kind of go into this like nice like hip hop groove. It slows down the beat just a little bit. And then it segues right into Freedom. I'ma keep on running 'cause I'm winning, don't quit on myself. Children, that is just the first part of the show. So she goes into more songs, including Formation. She starts on the main stage, and then they start with all of her and her dancers going down the runway and going to that L shape. So we are turned around now, away from the main stage, and we are like 4 or 5 rows of people from that little like runway stage watching Beyonce perform Formation from behind. And I didn't care if I didn't see her face. I was doing the dance with her. After Formation, she stays right there. She's taking a couple water sips, and she gets onto this big ladder, and the ladder like starts extending over the audience while she's singing Drunken Love. She then returns back to the main stage and she starts doing some more songs, including my favorite shook moment from last week, which was her Don't Hurt Yourself and I Care compilation. Don't Hurt Yourself is full of fire, it's full of angst. She is just screaming and yelling and belting for the gods, and then all of a sudden it cuts out. She goes to the middle of the stage and she starts singing I Care. She's singing her heart out, and the dancers are just grinding the whole time, just doing this whole damn thing, and it's so amazing. She's singing more songs. She's slaying us all with this performance. Then she starts singing the song Mi Gente, which is a collaboration that she did with J Balvin. J Balvin's there, and they're all dancing. They're all having a great time. Feeling the groove and just feeling all sexy and queeny. They say my body's staying wet up in the ocean, and they see that cream in my body's like a ocean. And then she goes into one of my favorite medleys of the night. She starts singing Hold Up, and there's a part in Hold Up where it starts this like dun 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 dun, and it sounds a lot like Countdown, and she actually does the interlude into Countdown. And so she went from Hold Up into Countdown. And then from Countdown, she went into Check on It, and it just got the whole crowd moving. It was just such a flawless segue from song to song to song, and it was all filled with songs that we all know and love. And then she returns back to the main stage to sing Deja Vu with Mr. Jay-Z himself, Mr. Hubby, yes. The audacity to have me with the purpose back. B&B, she will rock the stage, stand back. start with the girl power section, where she starts off with Run the World, doing all that classic choreography, the classic dance, classic performance of this. And then all of a sudden, the band starts playing the beginning notes of Girl by Destiny's Child. And you see Beyonce, Michelle, and Kelly in silhouette being risen up from the stage. And then it goes right into Lose My Breath. They start strutting down the runway. They are walking, they are fierce. And then all of a sudden, we go back to the L shape. They're performing. We see them from behind, and then they turn around and they're saying hi, and it's like, oh my God, hi, you're right there. And then they go back down the runway to make their way back to the main stage, but it's like this moving factory belt. They make it back to the main stage, and they end with Soldier. They wanna take care of me. But that's not it with the special guest, Hanny. No, Beyonce starts singing her song, Get Me Bodied. When it comes time for the dance break in the middle of the song, her baby sister, Solange, comes out. Not to sing, but just to dance, do all these little classic dance moves with her sister, Beyonce. And it was really funny because we were there the night that Solange fell. And then we ended the night with Beyonce doing Single Ladies Dance back in that perpendicular L-shaped runway right in front of us. And then she makes her way back to the main stage again to close out with Love on Top. I just remember that performance so vividly because it was such an experience of being there with a group of people, including my sister and her best friend Nikki, and the three of us are just huge Beyonce fans. And to experience that with them was just so precious. I had tears multiple times because Beyonce is queen. Her voice is fantastic, and she's singing, she's belting. And the performance in general, Beyonce knows how to put on a production. She knows how to put on a show. She's not gonna give you the same damn show. No, not only is it entertaining, but it was such a huge statement on Black excellence and the spirit behind, traditionally Black colleges and the homecoming. That was this whole experience. It was a homecoming performance where she's performing all these hits. She's got this big marching band. She's got the steppers and the dancers and everything else. Just all was so well thought out and well rehearsed and just well put together. So I'm super, super excited that now we get this full-length production on Netflix with some behind-the-scenes stuff, some behind-the-scenes actions of how it came to be and the importance of this piece. That is all for this installment of Vinny Views. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to subscribe down below, share with all of your friends, and I will see you next time on Vinny Views. Bye! 1, 2, 3, good. So good.